Hi, this is Danny Carter-Iddens, founder of Taking Back You. May is such a special month because it's all about moms. Mamas, this is our month. So, to celebrate mamas during the month of May, we are going to do something special, a 4-part series called Mom Business May. If you've ever thought about starting your own at-home business, whether it's on your own or through network marketing, Taking Back You is going to help you find the tools you need to get your business off the ground. We welcome you to a month of growth and change like you've never experienced before. So, be sure to subscribe to the Taking Back You Momcast and join us. You won't be disappointed. You are listening to the Taking Back You podcast, hosted by Danny Carter-Iddens. Taking Back You is a witty, authentic, and sometimes sarcastic show for young mamas who are trying to reclaim themselves while fully entrenched in motherhood. Hello. This is Danny Carter-Iddens with the Taking Back You Momcast, and it is Mom Business May. You guys, I can't believe it. This is the last week of Mom Business May. We're about to go into the last week, and this week we're going to talk about expanding your business knowledge, because here's the thing. The first week we talked about whether this was for you. The second week we talked about network marketing because that's a big part of it. And last week I gave you a ton of tools to help you get started. But those tools were to help you get started. So what I wanted to do this week was I wanted to share with you who inspires me, who teaches me, who helps me so that I can, kind of turn around and help you. And I just wanted to tell you some of the resources that I've used on the knowledge side. Because, I gave you resources for, how to get started, but you need to kind of know how to know, you need to know what you need to know. So I wanted to share with you what I use and my go-tos. And some of them are not exactly, they're not all like the newest, coolest things. Some of them are tried and true. And you really should add them to your library or add them to your repertoire. So I'm going to get started with books first because I do think that reading is a big part of being a business owner. The most successful people read. They read every single day. And that is something that you really should be adding. You should always be learning. You should always be interested in how to grow and do better. And so I really, if you are not a reader, that's okay. You can always start. But reading has really helped me learn and figure out what I need to do so that I can get to the next level. And I want you to do that too, because there are such a great amount of books that you could use to kind of teach you what you need to know. So the very first book I'm going to tell you about is an oldie but a goodie, a very oldie but a very goodie, and that's Think and Grow Rich. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not trying to grow rich. That's just not what if I get rich, yay, but that's not my big goal. But the reason I like this book is because, by the way, it's by Napoleon Hill. And it's from, it's been around. But the reason I like this book is because it talks about the law of attraction. And it's all about attracting the things that you want in your life. Now, that may sound hippy-dippy and it may sound weird to some of you, but there really is something to it. One of the biggest things that people take out of this, the law of attraction, is, making vision boards. And that's something that I do every single year at the beginning of the new year. I make a vision board of the things that I want to happen for that year. So, I'm not necessarily saying that I think I'm going to make this vision board and then all these things will just magically manifest themselves. I understand I have to do work, but this vision board that I post throughout the house and on my devices when I turn on, it's just a constant reminder of the things that I'm working for and the goals that I have. And so I really like it because I do see that sometimes, when I look back at the end of the year, I look at what was on the vision board and I look at hey, that happened. And maybe you could argue that it would have happened without the vision board. I don't know. But I do like to have a visual. I'm a visual person. I like to have a visual image of what I want to happen for the coming year. And you know what? I think that a lot of people are like that. They need to kind of see their visual. They need to have something to kind of grab onto. I'm going to do pretty soon, I'm going to do a podcast on vision boards, on how to do vision boards, what I do, where I get my stuff. It's not hard. I'm not a big craft person, so I have it like really simple, really easy. Some people go all out, and you know what? God bless. I love you. But I just am not that person. So I will be doing that soon, so be on the lookout for that. The second book that I want to talk about is kind of along the same lines, and it's called The Secret Code of Success, and it's by Noah St. John. And Noah St. John is really cool. He used to be a professional ballet dancer, like I was. So I think that was really, well, I wasn't professional, but I was a classically trained ballet dancer, and so I always loved him because I felt like we were kind of kindred spirits. But he introduces the idea of affirmations in his book, The Secret Code of Success. And I know you've probably heard of affirmations, like I am a happy person all the time. You say all these things, or if you're not saying them, then you hear like another voice that's telling you these things. And he explains kind of that the problem with affirmations is that, you're hearing yourself saying all these things to yourself that like your brain, you can't trick your brain. Your brain knows they're not true. And so his idea is the affirmations, which are you are forming the things that you want to happen. And the way you do that is by asking yourself questions that will help you manifest what you want and where you want to be. So instead of saying, I am a millionaire, you can say, why am I a millionaire? Why am I rich? Or, whatever the question that you want. And when you ask your brain a question, the only thing your brain can do, because it's just how we're set up, is your brain can start to answer the question. And so this is what I use. I don't use affirmations. I use affirmations. And every morning I have a recording on my Nook, which is what I read before I go to bed. And so in the morning, I play a recording where I ask myself a certain amount of questions, and it goes on every single day, and it's to wake me up and it's to get me started for the day. And it asks me the questions that I want answered. And some of them I've managed to answer them. I've kind of fulfilled them. So I do actually need to update it. But I really like this because I was right there with them. I know when I would say affirmations to myself, I'd be like, I'm not a millionaire. I know good and well I'm not a millionaire. Why am I telling myself this? And my brain was going, girl, you're not a millionaire. You're not even close. So, that was kind of a light bulb moment for me, because I really do like that idea that, instead of telling yourself a bunch of stuff that is not true, ask yourself questions about how, like to make your brain kind of figure out how to get you where you want to be. I'm going to talk about another book by Noah St. John. I like his writing. He's very, there's two things about him that are really cool. He has a very down to earth personality and a very down to earth writing, skill. I think that he's readable, he's relatable. And even if you're not a big reader, you can like fly through his books and get something out of them. He has another book called Get Rid of Your Head Trash About Money. And that book really helps you understand that how you view money might be why you don't have any, which kind of is a weird concept, but it's just the idea that many of us come from a scarcity mindset. And because of this, we're like not really able to envision ourselves with more. And what we do is we actually are sabotaging ourselves and not allowing ourselves to have more. We're kind of like self-sabotaging ourselves. It's a really great book. I tried to take an amazingly written book and like cut it down into like nothing. So I will be providing, of course, like I always do, I'll be providing all of these resources and ways that you can get a hold of them. So definitely look for that on takingbackyou.com. because I will be providing all of this because I know it's like, okay, what book did she say? And then last but not least, actually, I'm lying. I have two more books. Kind of last in that whole thought process genre, I guess I'll say, is the book Girl, Stop Apologizing. And it's by Rachel Hollis. It just came out like a couple months ago. And I love this. I love Rachel Hollis. You've heard me say this before. I love Rachel Hollis. I know she gets a lot of flack because some people don't like the way she represents, herself or her faith, or there's just been some questions. And, I guess that's another conversation for another day. But for me, I just love how she motivates women. That's my passion. I love motivating mommies. I love motivating, just mamas who are trying to, get back to themselves and who are trying to follow the dreams in their hearts. And I really feel like Rachel speaks to that. And because of that, I love her because, I just think that her writing style, which is also very down to earth, very cool. I just really like how she motivates women. And, she tells them to stop apologizing in this book. She tells them to stop apologizing for their dreams and to start following them. I've talked about this book before. It's one of my Friday favorites on my podcast. I absolutely love this book. I've read it twice already. I read it one time just to read it, and then I went through again and I read it and wrote down a bunch of notes in the margin. My book is all busted and crazy looking because she has some amazing nuggets in that book. So if you don't get any book and you're a mom who is listening to this right now and you're not sure if starting a business is right for you, get Girl, Stop Apologizing. That book is phenomenal. It will explain to you exactly what you need to be doing, what you want to do. And one more book I want to share. It's called Go Pro, and it's by Eric Warr. Eric Warr has been in the network marketing business for 10,000 years. He is a pro. And this book, if you're looking at getting into network marketing, then Go Pro, you need this book. I won it in a contest, and I was like, when you see it, it doesn't even look like anything. And I was like, what the heck is this? And then I read it, and I was like, I can't even believe it. This book is so amazing and filled with such amazing nuggets and resources and things that you can do and ways to work with potentials and customers, and just awesome. So yes, please, if you are going to network marketing, you're going to want this book, Go Pro, by Eric Warr. It's a fantastic book. And Eric Warr probably taught in some way, shape, or form by inspiration or actual education, like face-to-face education, probably taught all of the people that I'm going to talk to you about in just a few minutes. I do want to share before this, I am a podcaster, but I also listen to other podcasts because I think that podcasting is awesome and I'm kind of obsessed. And so I wanted to share two podcasts with you. The first one is the Rise podcast, and that's by Rachel Hollis. And she discusses several different business related topics each week, and she, has great guests on who are big in the business world. This podcast is really informative. And I find myself listening to the same episode a couple of times because I'm writing down notes as I listen to it, because it is such a great resource. And she helps you kind of figure out how, because you get these ideas and you have all these business ideas, and then you're like, how the heck am I supposed to even begin thinking about making that work? So Rachel really is down to earth. She finds awesome people to come in and talk and share and drop their knowledge. And I really, really, really love how she does it, who she has on. The whole thing is just awesome. And the second podcast that I really, really like, I do listen to, here, let me explain this first. The second podcast that I really like is a podcast called Build Your Tribe. And it's with Chalene Johnson and her son, Brock. And it's a mom and son business podcast, which is really cute. And it helps you with building your business online through social media. And, so it's really kind of cool how they do it because, Brock, he's a millennial. He's cool and he's into all this stuff. And so he, is kind of the social media guru. His mom is not half-stepping either. Shalene is amazing. I'll talk a little bit more about her when I get down to people. But this podcast is really good for helping you figure out how to share your business and expand your business on, social media and online. And what I was going to say about Shalene is that she also has another podcast called The Shalene Show. And I listened to that. It's got varying topics about different things. So it's not always about business, but if you like Build Your Tribe, you will like The Shalene Show. I love her personality. She's got a very dry sense of humor and very kind of like, comical, kind of like me. And so I like that about her. And I just find her stuff really informative and really interesting. So I'm going to talk about a few of the people that I have followed or I still follow. My journey has, it has ebbed and flowed, and it's gone through, I had more people that I followed earlier in the journey. And now that I'm a little bit farther and kind of know what I'm doing, it's changed what it looks like. But these people are all amazing resources. And you're going to want to get on Facebook and you're going to want to like and follow all of them. If you're serious about doing, an online business or any business really. The first person is Ray Higdon. Now, you've probably seen Ray Higdon. If you've shown any interest in online business, you've probably seen Ray Higdon pop up in one of your ads on the side or even on Google now. And what I love about him is he does not allow for excuses and for foolishness. He is great for network marketing. He gives you a lot of really cool tips and things that you can do every single day. Like he calls them action steps that you can follow every single day. If you're a part of his private group, and he comes on, he posts live every single day, not just Monday through Friday, not Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every single day, Monday through Sunday. He posts live and gives the people in his private group action steps and helps them, and basically he says, if you just follow these action steps, you will expand your network marketing business. You will get more prospects. You will get more people. He offers free training on Fridays. So if you're kind of like, I don't want to pay into this monthly, group thing, you can see his free training on Fridays, which kind of lets you see what he does, what he's about, his personality, and then you can go from there. I used to be a part of his private group, but when I decided to kind of step back from network marketing and start with building my own business, I found that, it just the network marketing part of it, because it's such a big part of what he does, that wasn't necessarily for me, but that it's not for me because I'm not trying to do network marketing. If I was building up my network marketing business, you bet your butt I'd be part of that group again, because it was a fantastic resource. And it was just great to have somebody who's in your corner and holding you accountable every single day. There's Shalene Johnson. I mentioned her before in the podcast, and she's great if you're looking to start your own business, really from scratch. She was a Beachbody trainer, and she took her network and she went from hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and built it into a large empire of health and fitness. And then she realized, hey, I'm really good at this. I start businesses and they're awesome and they go really far. So she took that and now she teaches people how to do exactly what she did and when she built her business. Like I said before, her personality just matches with mine. And the fact that she's really into fitness and she's very athletic, I like that because, I'm a dancer. And she's very personal. She responds, if you comment and message her or whatever, she will respond to you. She gets back to you. I really like how she does things. And I think that if you're looking to start your own business, her program, it's called Marketing Impact Academy, MIA. It is really good. I'm a part of it. And she helps you start your business, build your business from the ground up. like literally from like day one to done. And so she's really, really, really an important part of this for me, because she was probably the main catalyst for why, for how I'm even getting like Taking Back You off the ground. I really, really, I mean, I don't think she said anything that I haven't been like, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Um, so you really need to check her out. Bob, and I hope, Bob, if you ever hear this, please forgive me. Bob Heilig, I want to say it's Heilig. He is a student of Ray Higdon and Shalene Johnson, and he's built up a great following in the last few years. He's great for network marketing. If you are pursuing a network marketing business, I really recommend him. He's really great with social media and network marketing. He's a great resource. He's been in the trenches. He built his business up from nothing. And so he gets it. He knows where you're coming from. The last two people are people I've already mentioned. Like I said, these people are great for me. You're going to find people that you love too, but these would be a great jumping off point, because I discovered all of these people by discovering other people. So, you know what I mean? So I kind of found them by finding other people. So the last person is Rachel Hollis. I talk about her all the time. Like I said, she's a great resource for women who are looking to start a business and you need some inspiration. She's very open about how she got where she is now, how she was rejected, how, people told her no so many times, and how she just was not trying to hear it. And she has some pretty cool, insight just on life in general. I really like her perspective. I'm another person. The determination that I have when I put my mind to something is out of this world. And I appreciate it in her. My grandma used to always say, I like it in her. And I do. I like it in her. I like how she was a hustler baby. And so, if you're a woman who's looking to start a business and you need some inspiration, you need someone to tell you it's okay. You don't need permission, but some people, you don't need permission, but some people need permission. She gives you the permission. I give you the permission. Do your thing, girlfriend. And last, I talked about him before, but Noah St. John, his social media is not the greatest. So if you're a big social media person, you're going to be kind of like, oh, he doesn't do all the bells and whistles. He doesn't, but he's very personable. I've actually been in a group call with him. He answered all of our questions. He was really down to earth. He's like a whiteboard, right on the whiteboard, get down to business kind of guy. He will do online videos, but like I said, he's very bare bones. And you know what? You don't need all the bells and whistles, honestly. But he's The Secret Code of Success, that book, and how to get rid of the head trash about money. Those are him. And of course, the affirmations that I do every single day. And I really like him because like I said, I just feel like he doesn't do all the big bells and whistles. He's very bare bones. And so like, if he can, if he can do it, you can do it, because he didn't do a whole bunch, and he came in the game long before all of this stuff. All these cool social media and online things were available, and he did it. So I like him because of that. I can I recognize and I respect, that he came from the hood of internet before it did all these cool things. So yeah, those are the resources and the people and the podcasts that I follow. I can't believe that, Mom Business May is coming to an end. This was such an exciting 4 weeks for me. I honestly, and I am just really, really hopeful that you learned something in these last few weeks. If you can, I would love, please drop me an email, Danny@DannyCarterIdens.com. Drop me an email and let me know, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want more of. I'm pretty sure Mom Business May is going to become a yearly thing. So I would love feedback. I welcome feedback to let me know, what you wanted me to do more of, what you want me to expand on, what you were like, okay, girl, I'm good on that. And we'll have different topics next Mom Business May. But for right now, I think that we are in a good place. I think that you guys have a lot to work with and to think on. Of course, follow, if you're not following me on Facebook, facebook.com/Danny Carter Iddens, Instagram.com/Danny Carter Iddens. Let me know what you think. Follow those things. I'm going to be posting some more really cool stuff on Mom Business May. Just because this podcast is the last one in the series, all week I post stuff about Mom Business May and about, I'm going to be posting about expanding your small business knowledge. So make sure you hop on there. Make sure you're hopping on takingbackyou.com. And you know what? Just enjoy your week. We hit the 80s, you guys. I'm so excited. I know I always give you the weather update every week mainly because I've just been very upset about this weather. And so now we finally hit the 80s. My son is playing outside with his friends as we speak. Things are happening. It is happening. Summer is here. So have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Mom Business May. Drop me a message, DM me, whatever you got to do. If you have any questions or if you want to know more, I cannot wait. Next week is such an exciting series. It's going to be a 2-part series on relationships and on dating your spouse. We'll have a special guest host, my husband. He's going to be in, and we're going to honestly just tell you about how we keep our marriage going with, we both work. I'm starting a business. My husband runs a landscaping business. We have a 5-year-old. There are a lot of things in the day to do, but we still find time for each other, if not every day, at least every, couple of days. And so we're going to share that with you. We're going to share with you what, we do, what works for us. And yeah, we want to help you keep that fire going, baby. Keep that fire burning. All right. I will talk to you next week. We will talk to you next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Mom Business May. Hi, I'm Danny Carter Iddens, creator of Taking Back You. My vision for Taking Back You was simple. I wanted to create a safe place for mamas to focus on the dreams that have been placed on their hearts, where they could walk alongside other mamas who get and give advice on how to do this mom thing. I want to tell mamas what I wish someone had told me, and to build a community of mothers who aren't afraid to reach for the stars, even while holding their children in their arms. Want to learn more? Visit takingbackyou.com, because at Taking Back You, we know happy moms raise happy kids. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. Like, how do I record an episode? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast. I love Anchor because I was up and running in a couple of hours. You can even record your episodes on the go using their super friendly Anchor app. So, if you've always wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Thank you so much for listening. For more information on this and other episodes of Taking Back You, visit takingbackyou.com. And be sure to subscribe and share with your friends.